The 5 teenagers who were killed in a head-on collision on the M9 in County Kildare have been named. They died after their BMW car drove on the wrong side of the motorway and crashed head-on into another car in the early hours of yesterday morning, leaving 2 women critically injured. Taoiseach Micheál Martin has said there can be no tolerance for reckless driving. Well, our reporter Sharon Lynch joins me now from Carlow. Sharon.
Yes, Vivian, I've been in Carlow town today where those injured and some of the deceased are from. Well, the community here in Carlow town still coming to terms with that crash on the M9 in the early hours of Sunday morning, which seriously injured 3 women and a 7-year-old boy, and of course claimed the lives of 5 teenage boys who were from the Athy, Carlow and Limerick areas. Now, those 5 boys, of course, were travelling in that car which was travelling the wrong way on the M9 in the early hours of Sunday morning, and at around 3 a.m. they hit that second car carrying the 3 women and that 7-year-old boy between junctions 3 and 4. Now, all 5 teenage boys have been named locally this evening, and the women and child are recovering in hospital. Now, I've been gauging the reaction here to this crash, to what's been described as a tragedy on so many levels. Carlow, the area where the family, 3 women and a 7-year-old boy, who were seriously injured in a head-on collision on the M9 in the early hours of Sunday morning, are all from. They were on their way to Dublin Airport to get a flight to a wedding in the UK when they were hit by a car being driven on the wrong side of the motorway, which occurred between junctions 3 and 4 at Moon, County Kildare. They are all still recovering from their injuries in hospital.
In touch with one member of the family, and I have been asked for our prayers, and that my understanding is that they're in a critical condition, but that they're in hospital in Athy in Dublin.
Postmortems are being carried out at Naas General Hospital on the 5 deceased teenage boys who were travelling in a car which was being driven the wrong way down the M9 shortly before 3 a.m. They have been named as Joe Carthy, Jack Kennedy, Alex McCarthy, Jeremy O'Brien and Kamil Pustkowski. It's understood that some of the deceased have links to the Carlow, Athy and Limerick areas.
Yeah, well, Alex McCarthy would have been a pupil of St. Joseph's National School until first class, and then he would have transferred to the senior school and on to second level. But obviously there's a deep sense of numbness and shock in the whole town of Carlow.
In a statement, TUSLA said that they will provide any information necessary to support the Gardaí in their investigations into this tragedy.
Total disgrace, and I think the law should be more with young people and all that. It should be more strict.
It is frightening because when I was driving back, because I drove it night before, and hearing that news was just shocking that something like that would happen within Carlow community, because it's a lot of life lost, young life for that matter, and the family and the little boy in the hospital.
Commuters were back on the M9 today, but the community across Carlow and Athy still coming to terms with what happened on it yesterday morning. Well, as you heard there in the VT, there are mixed feelings of anger, grief and sorrow in the local community here and nearby Athy. Now, funeral arrangements are currently underway for the 5 deceased boys who were killed in that crash on the M9 in the early hours of Sunday morning. And the 3 women and that 7-year-old boy are still recovering in hospitals this evening. Vivian.
Sharon, thank you. Well, the Minister for Justice has said that Gardaí are to receive pursuit training following the fatal crash on the M9. It comes after the Garda Representative Association said that not a single member had received such training. The government also said it will look at new legislation making it an offence to deliberately drive a vehicle the wrong way down a motorway.
Gardaí had become aware of the BMW shortly before it was driven the wrong way down the M9. And before it was involved in a head-on collision. A referral has been made to the Garda watchdog Fiosrú, while concerns have now been raised over how well Gardaí are being equipped to deal with such situations.
Currently, none of our members are pursuit trained, so that means we cannot legally pursue anybody who's partaken in these incidents. So what we are looking for is proper pursuit training for our members.
5 years ago, 3 men were killed when a car was driven the wrong way down the N7. In 2023, a 16-year-old who was a passenger in a stolen car was killed when it was driven the wrong way down the M8 near Mitchelstown in County Cork. While earlier this month 9 people were injured after a stolen car with 8 teenagers inside it was involved in a head-on collision while being driven the wrong way on the M50.
You have cars seemingly playing Russian roulette with their own lives and the lives of innocent members of the public every weekend now. And what the GRA are looking for is tougher legislation, tougher sentencing for people who partake in these events.
The government has promised action.
The Commissioner again emphasised that he is going to introduce pursuit training into An Garda Síochána.
The Minister did not say how many Gardaí would be enrolled in the training, while he also said other measures will be looked at.
We will have to consider the introduction of a separate offence in respect of individuals who make a deliberate decision to drive their vehicles the wrong way down the motorway. That is using a vehicle as a weapon.
Minister O'Callaghan said he hopes to give Gardaí greater confidence. But for those pushing for change, any plan to train members will need a wide scope, as well as afford them more legal protections. Gavin O'Callaghan, RTE News.
There have been calls for action to be taken against social media companies for allowing videos of reckless driving to stay online for prolonged periods of time. Garda Commissioner Justin Kelly yesterday said that in some cases this form of dangerous driving is being carried out for social media likes.
The fallout from yesterday's tragic crash on the M9 continues to be scrutinised in different ways, including the role social media plays in such incidents. In recent weeks, videos have been published on various platforms of young people stealing cars and driving down motorways in the wrong direction.
So the point at which they're engaging in this high-risk behaviour, they're filming it, they're streaming it, maybe live streaming or posting afterwards. So to a certain extent, they're lost in cyberspace. And that's a powerful behavioural driver that leads to this reckless and disinhibited behaviour.
According to TikTok, it's closely monitoring content related to this incident and is removing videos and accounts that break its rules. It also says it removes content that glorifies violence or promotes crimes that could harm people, including risky driving. While Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram, says it restricts users under 18 from viewing certain content that isn't suitable for them, including dangerous driving. However, today there have been calls for more action.
We need to tackle the growing problem of the glorification of these type of actions on social media, and social media companies need to be held to account. This is a broken system that needs to be addressed. The government need to take very seriously the ability of people to post what are grossly irresponsible illegal actions on social media, and for them to remain on social media pages for a prolonged period of time.
Justice Minister Jim O'Callaghan says social media companies need to step up to the mark in moderating such content, and that firms have committed not to allow postings that glorify criminal behaviour, but added, regrettably, that hasn't been happening. Angus Cox, RTE News.